you look back at the last 7.5 years, there were negotiations precisely during the 9 months when the Barack Obama administration said that Israel could build in Jewish settlements. The rest of the time, when they made a very big deal about Israel building in Jewish neighbors in Jerusalem, there were no talks. So actually, the way Israelis see it, looking back, it was not Jewish settlements that prevented the peace process moving forward, but Barack Obama himself making too big a deal about them. Israelis don't look at settlements all with one brush, Jewish neighbors in Jerusalem and the more far-flung, isolated places. He did, and that might have been the mistake that prevented the peace process from moving forward.
Now to the burial. Jewish tradition. Members of the family and world leaders at the graveside.
This is the cantor, the prayer leader of the IDF, Shai Abramson, who has a very...
Israeli Defense Forces.
Yes, of the Israel Defense Forces, who is known for his beautiful voice, that has sadly become a part of too many events in Israel, which has suffered too many tragedies over the last few years. And you see the members of the Peres family and the people who are closest to him. While many of the world leaders have left, now this is a more personal experience for the Peres family.
They're not preparing the grave with the sacks.
In Israel, we don't put flowers. They bury our leaders and anyone in a very simple, either in a bag or in a
shroud.
Yeah, shroud. And unlike what there are in other religions, with great fanfare. And in Israel, with the Jewish people, you return to the ground where you come from with simplicity. The man is the word for Hebrew in the word for man in Hebrew is Adam, which comes from the ground. It's the same word as the ground. And in the end, we return to the ground. People have great achievements in life, but in the end, we are all human beings, even Shimon Peres.
And all the while, the Jewish cantor saying the prayer, the burial of Shimon Peres at the gravesite reserved for the great leaders of Israel here at Mount Herzl Cemetery, the Mount of Remembrance, a military cemetery, and a cemetery also for those who made a difference in Israel. Leaders watching, Yuli Edelstein, Speaker of the Parliament, members of the family, those closest to Shimon Peres, three children, 8 grandchildren, 3 great-great-grandchildren, 3